The sights and sounds of the explosions in Belgium sent eyewitnesses running. The blast sparked panic at a busy travel time at the airport and subway. Here's a closer look at the terrifying scenes from people who were nearby.
First explosion was small, but second one was big explosion. It was chaos. What I can describe, I cannot describe because it was blood and it was chaos. So
when I was outside, I just saw two people with heads like covered, really covered with blood, and lots of people whose hands were covered with blood. So I suppose that they were really close to the place where the explosions happened.
You just feel like a wave explosion, you know, a wave go through your whole body.
And you knew as soon as it happened, no doubt, this is a terrorist attack.
It felt muffled, so I knew we were not very close to it, but we were close enough that it reverberated throughout our entire.
One gunshot afterwards, and there was one man who was speaking Arabic afterwards, and I heard boom, an enormous explosion, after people and I said to myself, I'll try to save more people.
It was first, I would say, small explosion, maybe a shotgun or something like that, and a few seconds later, a very big explosion. And the registration hall was with a lot of smog and completely destroyed. Sprinklers, spraying and so on.
We had a big bang, everybody cried and came along here. We saw kind of smoke, you know, so the shopkeeper went out and said, no, it's nothing urgent because they are working here.
It was a very loud explosion.
Yes, it was very loud, yes. It was not something that fell on the ground, you know, or something like that. It was, you felt kind of shock.
It was very frightening. I mean, I heard it, I was in duty free.
Yes.
It was very frightening.
Yes, it was.
Just a horrific scene. You know, one of the witnesses there said that the ceiling collapsed. It's one of the reasons they had trouble identifying and finding victims. This witness said we were walking in the debris. It was like a war scene.
Yeah, I saw another witness who was working. This is what's so frightening. They're now setting it up at the departure. A baggage worker said he just jumped into a luggage chute because he was so frightened. The Belgian Prime Minister says this is a dark moment for our nation. We need calm and solidarity. But you hear the images, you hear from the people. It's very, very scary.
An assessment about security not only in Europe but in the U.S. this morning. And for that reason, our coverage of the Brussels bombing will continue when we come back. Next, we're going to look at transportation security right here in the United States. You are watching CBS This Morning.